It's a good feeling just to be back here again. We had some success last year and we had a lot of fun in the WNIT, so just back for another fun experience, another chance to get to play with these girls again and just continue our careers.
So how do you guys approach for tomorrow then against Old Dominion? What do you guys have to do to win?
I think we just got to lock in on the defensive end. We know that we're a high offensive team, so we can score a lot of points, but we just got to lock in on defense. They're really good at driving to the basket and post-ups, so we got to focus on keeping them outside the paint and making them take tough shots over top of us.
How's preparation different, regular season game versus getting ready for a tournament game? What's that like for you guys?
It's a lot more intense, a lot more detail. Obviously, we don't know these teams as well as conference teams, so just digging into the nitty-gritty of their conference, how they did in their conference, things that we can exploit, things like that. It takes a lot more time just because we're not as experienced with them, but it's a lot more fun because you get a bunch of new people to play against, so it's always a good experience when you get to go outside of your comfort zone a little.
You talk about how you guys are really an offensive team. You're a lot of fun to watch. Caught some games in the regular season. You're fast. What's it feel like when you guys are kind of in that groove and the ball's flowing? You're making a lot of passes.
It's a joy. It really is. Just to have teammates that see each other so well, teammates that play so well together. It's just like it just flows so easily, and it's so fun to be out there. And just it puts a smile on my face. I know it puts a smile on the fans' faces just to see how much fun we have together and how easily it comes for us when we're flowing offensively.
Before you're playing these tournament games, about advancing, kind of growing on the season. Now this is it. It's the winter or end the season. Just sort of what sort of energy does that give you all in practice, knowing that this could be that final week with this group of girls?
Yeah, it gives you a lot of motivation, I think. For a lot of us, this could potentially be our last game of our entire career, so that puts a lot more weight on this game and a lot more motivation to go out there and play hard and give it our all, because it could be our last game that we play in our career. So just putting everything out there, you don't want to go out with the losing effort, go out with weak effort on your last collegiate game, so that gives us a lot more motivation.
What was it like to have such a long layoff, and especially a long layoff when you didn't know for most of it who you were going to be facing next?
It can be tough, but I think we had a good approach to it. We took some days off, got some rest, we got fresh legs now, and then when we came back, we got right after it, had a few scrimmages to get our legs in game shape and keep us in shape for what's going to be a tough game against Old Dominion. So I think even though we didn't know who we were playing, we have a lot to work on by ourselves. So just putting in the work on us, and then now these past few days we could finally focus on the other team.
Is there a mantra, anything you guys are kind of saying to the girls going into the game? Anything that we're repeating or kind of lying our heads on?
Nothing too specific, but just knowing that got to put our all out there to win this game. There's nothing to lose at this point. We can't go back. We can't win the games that we already lost, so we might as well just go out there and win the games that we can win and put it all out there for each other to win. So.